Hello everyone, welcome to another Player of the Week review. It's Thursday the 20th of March 2025. Hope you are all well. Without further ado, let's delve into this pack. So first impressions, we've got a good mix. We've got a goalkeeper, a few defenders, so that's good. Anyway, let's have a closer look into these cards. First up, it's Mallorca's Takuma Asano. There's his face scan. The winger scored a lovely header in his team's 2-1 win last weekend. He can play left wing forward, right wing forward, support striker, centre forward, right midfield. Standout stats: acceleration 90, speed 88. With a good manager, will go up into the early 90s. His heading's only 73. Maybe could have been a bit higher. He did score a very good header in the weekend. Let's look at his player skills. He has heading good, no aerial superiority, but he's got dipping shot, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, first time shot, one touch pass, pinpoint crossing, super sub, and fighting spirit. So it's a decent first card in this pack. Next up we have Dan Burn for Newcastle. The giant Dan Burn scored his team's first in their 2-1 win in the League Cup final last Sunday. The goal, a guided header from the back post. A very good header. Let's have a look at his stats. Wow, look at his defensive awareness, 87, aggression, 87. Hang about. This is the first booster card in the pack. With the booster run, that defensive awareness jumps up from 87 to 90. With a good manager, that'll hit 93. Aggression 87, defensive engagement 85. Look at that physical contact, 92. Heading 88. With a good manager, it'll go up to 91. Speed is not bad for a defender. He's pretty fast, 81. Acceleration a bit on the slow side, but that's understandable. Balance understandable. He's 58. But look at his height, 201 centimeters. Weight 87 kilograms. He's got to be one of the biggest, definitely one of the biggest players in this game in eFootball. Let's look at his player skills. He's got heading, one touch pass, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance, and fighting spirit. So he's got the good array of defensive skills, and he's got one touch pass. So he's not bad on the ball. His passing stats is quite good as well for a defender. He can play centre back and left back. So I think he'll be a good pick in this pack. If you get him, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I wouldn't mind getting him. Next up, we have Nikola Milenkovic, another giant centre back. This time for Forest. He scored in Forest's 4-2 win away at Ipswich last weekend. He and his team have been having a great season. Let's have a closer look at his stats. Okay, so it's similar. He can play centre back and right back this time. He had Dan Burn who can play centre back and left back. This one can play right back. Height wise is very tall as well, 195 centimeters. Let's look at his stats. Defensive awareness 87, tackling 87, standout, physical contact 87. So another beast. It's a tad bit slower. Speed 75. Acceleration is very slow, 69. But it looks like a solid centre back. Maybe Dan Burn might be better. Let's look at his playing skills. He's got heading, through passing, low lofted pass, long throw, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, and fighting spirit. So it's not bad. It would have, because since he scored last weekend, he scored a shot with his second touch. It would have been nice if he had first time shot or a shooting skill. His finishing is only 69 as well, so it would have been good this week if he had his finishing skills were a bit higher. But overall, a solid centre back card. So next up we have Wolves centre forward, Jørgen Strand Larsen. He has a face. There's his face scan. Scored 2 goals last weekend. The first goal, a lovely flick header from a good cross. The second goal, a low driven shot into the bottom corner of the goal, so you expect his finishing stats to be high, and they're quite high. Finishing is 85, heading 86, physical contact 87, attacking awareness 83. He's got decent stats. Finishing maybe could have been a bit higher. He can play centre forward, right wing forward as well. Aggression is 71, it's not bad. Let's look at his playing skills. Heading, rising shot, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, heel trick, first time shot, one touch pass, penalty specialist, aerial superiority, and fighting spirit. And he's another tall player in this pack. He's 193 centimeters. So, I mean, if you play him, if you get him, he could be quite handy to use. He's physical, he's strong. You can play him as a lone centre forward, and he can finish chances. He'll play off the shoulder of the defenders because he's the goal poacher. His playing style is a goal poacher. Again, a decent card, a solid centre forward. Nothing special, but if you pick him up, it'll be a decent try. So next up, you have Carlos Augusto of Inter Milan. Another week, another Inter player. It seems there's his face scan. To be fair, Inter Milan are currently the best team in Serie A, so you expect, and they are a partnered club of Konami, so you expect Inter Milan players. This season, Augusto scored the first goal in Inter's 2-0 win at Atalanta last Sunday. A free header from a corner kick. Let's have a closer look at his card. Since he scored a header, let's look at his heading stats first off. Heading 81. Jumping 81, so solid, nothing spectacular. He is a left back, by the way, so you expect him to be fast. And let's look at his playing stats. Speed stats. He's got 88, acceleration 86. So yeah, he's speedy, which you expect. Maybe heading could have been a bit higher. His heading stats only 81. Maybe 85 would have been sufficient, but. Let's look at his playing skills. He does have aerial superiority, and he does have heading, so that's not bad. He's got heel trick, one touch pass, free passing, pinpoint crossing, man marking, interception, acrobatic clearance, and fighting spirit. So a good array of skills. He's got good defensive skills and man marking and interception. He's got pinpoint crossing, so for an attacking left back, that's pretty good. His lofted passes is not bad either. It's 80. So another not spectacular card, but solid nonetheless. Next up, you got Igor Paxal of Feyenoord. There he is. They just play a face scan. A proper man of the match performance. This one, Paxal got 2 assists and bagged a hat trick last weekend. Van Persie, his manager, looked on proudly. Let's have a closer look at his stats. He's the second booster card in this pack with the booster run. Look at that, ball control 87, dribbling 87, speed 87, acceleration 87, with a decent manager who'll hit 90 easily. His finishing is 81, kicking power is 88. Yep. Kicking one of his goals, he thrashed in, hit the roof of the net. Brilliant, ferocious shot. So kicking power, understandably, is 88. The only downside, he can only play left wing forward, so he's not very versatile. Without the ability to put position trainers, he can't play any other position apart from left wing forward, unfortunately. Let's look at his player skills. He's got double touch, which is fun. He's got cut behind turn, long range curler, long range shooting, first time shot, so he's got the shooting skills. He's got one touch pass, through passing, pinpoint crossing, gamesmanship, and track back. So he's a decent winger. Sadly, he's not that versatile, but he's fast and he can thump one in just like he did in the weekend. Next up, we have Georges Mikotadze for Lyon. There's his face scan. Super sub for Lyon last weekend in Lyon's 4-2 win against Le Havre. Scored 1 and set 2 up. Let's have a closer look at his card. Yes, his finishing's good, 84. Standout stats though is his acceleration, 87, and kicking power, 87. Low pass is a bit low for. Actually, it's not too bad. It's 78. It's not bad. Does he have any? He does have one touch passing and through passing, to be fair. So that's a decent combination there. He's got good dribbling. He's very short though. He's only 176 centimeters. So physical contact is not great. It's only 73. So he'll probably be useful more as a tricky, tight second striker rather than the target man. Player skills wise, he's got cut behind turn, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, first time shot, one touch pass, free passing, outside curler, track back, super sub, as he was a super sub last weekend, and fighting spirit. So next up we have Ferran Torres of Barcelona. There's his face scan. Bagged the brace in his team's tremendous 4-2 win away at Atletico Madrid. The first goal was a header. The second goal, a side foot finish into the bottom corner. He is the last booster card in this pack with the booster run. There, look at his finishing, 86. Acceleration, 88. Kicking power, 88. Ball control, 89. He has been probably, I think this is maybe the third or fourth player of the week card we've had this season. He might be one of the better ones. His low pass is quite low. It would have been nice if it was a bit higher. Physical contact's low, but he is quite lightweight in real life. Balance is 81, tight possession 84. So it looks all round a decent player. His pace and kicking power is extraordinary. Finishing is decent. He'll hit 89 with a good manager. Let's look at his player skills. He's got double touch, shot control, heading, long range curler, long range shooting, heel trick, first time shot, through passing, pinpoint crossing, and super sub. He's not bad. His playing style is a whole player. So, I mean, there's been a few. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if he's one of the best ones. I can't remember off the top of my head. But off the face of it looks like a decent card. If you do pick him up, he can also he's quite versatile. He can play on the wings. He can play centre forward as well. So not a bad card to pick up if you don't have any a striker or wingers, good strikers or good wingers in your team yet. But as a difference maker, I don't think he might be. I'm trying to think back of the other Torreses available this season. Anyway, next up we have Thibaut Courtois. There's his face scan. Made a series of big saves in Real Madrid's 2-1 away win at Villarreal. Let's have a closer look at his stats. Yeah, apart from goalkeeping and catching, with a decent manager, they'll all hit the 90s, those stats. Again, he's massive. He's a massive unit, 199 centimeters, 96 kilograms. Player skills, he's only got goalkeeping, high punt and long throw. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if he had low punt and penalty saver, but as per usual, a very good Thibaut Courtois eFootball card. Next up we have Bruno Fernandes, playing style orchestrator. There's his face scan. The magnificent Bruno Fernandes scored 1 and set up 2 last weekend. The goal was a lovely first time shot, swept in with pace beyond the goalie's reach. He's in great form at the moment. So let's have a look at let's have a closer look at his stats. This one is a defensive midfielder by default, but he can also play just like in real life in centre midfield and attacking midfield. Stamina standout stats 93. I've had a previous Bruno Fernandes Player of the Week card back in October. That was a more attacking Bruno Fernandes. This one's just like in real life. He's the more defensive centre midfielder, as you can see with his defensive stats. Defensive awareness is 82, tackling is 73, aggression 82, defensive engagement 75. The previous card this season I had of him earlier this season, his defensive stats weren't as high, were nowhere near as high as these ones, but some of his other stats went up in other departments, especially offensive department. This one, it looks like, yeah, as you can see, with a decent manager, none apart from his kicking power, none of his stats will hit the 90s, I don't think. Maybe ball control. But this card is definitely a more all-rounder of a centre midfielder. He's got better defensive stats. Let's look at his player skills. He's got a long-range curler, long-range shooting, heel trick, first-time shot, one-touch pass, through passing, pinpoint crossing, outside curler, interception, and captaincy. Previous cards, he's had penalty specialist. That's not here anymore in this card, and he's had Marseille turn. That's it. He's had Marseille turn. That's not here. It's replaced by, I think Marseille turn has been replaced by long range curler. Or interception. So yeah, but he's got first time shot, long range shooting, and he's got through passing, one touch passing. He's had that. That's been prevalent throughout his previous cards, those skills. But this card is a lot more defensive. He's got his stats are a lot higher defensively. So I wouldn't mind having him, to be honest. I wouldn't mind trying him out. And last but not least is Leverkusen's Ping-Pong. There's his face scan. Involved in an amazing game last weekend. An unbelievable comeback win. Look it up on YouTube. Frimpong scored 1 and assisted 1. The assist was a lovely curled cross. He's a right midfielder, but he can play right back and right wing forward. His playing style here is a whole player. So he'll get forward a lot. If you're going to play him in right midfield, he'll get forward, bomb forward a lot, run into spaces left by the attacker, get into the box and try and score goals, just like he did last weekend. His finishing is 79. It's not that high, considering he did score, but he should have first time shot. Yep, he does have first time shot, which is good. He did score with a first time shot. Other stats, speed and acceleration. Wow, look at that. He is a speed merchant. Speed 90, acceleration 91. Let's look at his does he have a crossing? Does he have pinpoint crossing? Yes, he's got pinpoint crossing. He did set up assist, made an assist with a cross, a great cross. Lofted pass 82 as well. Physical contact is not great, 69, but he's a speed merchant, so he won't need that that physical side of his game, because he can just breeze past players. You'll just use him to try and get him in behind defenders. Other stats are pretty solid, nothing spectacular. Let's look at his player skills. Double touch, cut behind turn, sole control, First time shot, one touch pass, through passing, pinpoint, crossing, gamesmanship, interception, and fighting spirit. I'm glad he's got at least one defensive skill. He's got interception, so you can possibly play him at right back as an attacking right back, bombing forward, if you don't want to play him as a midfielder. But yeah, he's a great card and probably one of the better cards in this pack. His overall rating suggests that. I think Bruno looks good on paper, anyway, on stats wise, first impression wise. Courtois will be a solid keeper. Frimpong, yeah, a speed merchant, wide player. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed those player breakdowns, those quick player breakdowns. Let me know what you think of Konami's pack this week. Let me know if you spun. Let me know who you got. Comment down below. So let's go through them again. We've got Antonio Asano. Dan got burnt. Nicola, down by the strand. Carlos September. Paxman. George. Ferrell Torres. Big Tibbs. Bruno. And Ping-Pong. So I've got the free spin for a bit of extra content. I'm gonna go for it. I had to play two. Like you should know now, you have to play 2 or 3 games. Win a couple of games. You get the free spin in events. I personally want Bruno as a United fan. Obviously, I love to try this Bruno out. I've got a previous of older versions, more attacking versions. I would love to try this one out. Frimpong, another one. Probably one of the best players in this pack. I love to try him out. Courtois, you can never do with enough goalkeepers in your roster. I would like to try him out. And of the others, no real standouts. Maybe Dan Burn, because he's a giant. Look at him. On form as well. But Bruno's my number 1 target. Hopefully I get him. Bruno or Frimpong. Yes, Frimpong. Ping-pong, ping-pong, ping-pong. I'm happy with that. Would have loved Bruno. Frimpong was my second choice. Okay, there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Bye.